Hello and welcome to Privas Fiskeflur. Today we're going to talk about dubbing spinners. And I'm going to show you some tricks of the trade, how I use them and what they're used for, and hopefully inspire you to make use of these nice tools. So follow on and see how I use these tools. Okay, welcome to Privas Fly Tying Tips Part 1. Today we're going to talk about dubbing spinners and how I use them, some tricks of the trade. So we're going to start with an ordinary dubbing spinner. You have this one. This is very nice because it has this hexagon. When you lie it on the table, it don't roll to the floor. It has this nice hook. It's well balanced. It has nerve grip for the fingers, like that. And you have this other one from Loon. It has this same hook. You can also change the hook into the alligator clip. Also this hexagon thing. And a ring to put your finger in when you want to wrap the thing onto the hook. And you have this automatic one from Stonefall that spins with large speed, and you can also use this angle to wrap the things onto the hook more easily. Okay, and I have this homemade one. It's a large monster of a dubbing spinner. It's heavy. I can use this for spinning deer hair and some coarse stuff, also metal thread. Okay, but I'm gonna first of all start with showing how I use a dubbing spinner. The same procedure for everybody, every type of spinners. Okay, first of all, I attach the thread onto my hook and snip it off. Get rid of the thread. Okay, and I attach. Let's see if I'm gonna start making a fly, and I want to have a kind of hackle over the whole fly. I start with going back to the hook bend like that, and I make a loop with 2 fingers on the thread and over itself, and just lock this thing and make the thread go around the loop like that, so it don't be any opening into here. Okay, and this is GSP, very slickery thread. So I use some dubbing wax. This is a ski wax I have. Very nice, very cheap and very effective. I attach this to the thread because the materials will now stick very much better if I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna take the material into the loop. But first I take the example. There is 2 large feathers, and I use some paper clip to attach it. This is ordinary paper clip, like I bought at the internet. You can get it in bookshops and things that sells this kind of stuff. So very nice tool to have, easy to get and cheap. And what I do, I take a large long scissor that cuts the fibers very nice, and snip it off like that. See, now I have this piece here that I want to put into the loop. First I take my dubbing spinner and then touch the hook into the loop like this, and use my 2 fingers to open the loop like that. I put this materials into the loop and just tighten up and open the paper clip like that, and keep the loop together with my 2 fingers and spin my dubbing spinner. And you see now it will be a nice rope of this, because this GSP is so strong. You can make it go very tight until it breaks. And to brushing out the fibers, when you want to put it onto the hook, you can use an old toothbrush that I have cut the fibers shorter so they become stiffer. And just carefully just pick the fibers out. This is the fast way. You can do it the tidy way with a dubbing needle, but I like this because it's fast and it will make a very nice result. And then you take your thread and wind it forwards again, and now you can just use the rotation on your vise, or just hand over hand method. Just make it go around like this. Take your fibers back just like you would do with an ordinary hackle. You see? You can build the whole fly with this. See? Build up by using one feather. The large feather that you normally just don't use on the neck, the feather that's back in the necks. And if you have got some, then you can then cut this off. Now it's just for tying off this fly. This was the one example. You see now you have built up a whole body with the materials into the dubbing loop. Very nice. And I'm gonna show you what other types of material you can use, and with some other dubbing spinners as well. This is a lice brush. You can also get this very nice to pick out the fibers into the of the loop and make them go freely. And of course I have this old toothbrush, and you also can use Velcro brush like this. You can just pick it out. Okay, we're gonna make a little whip finish and put this aside. This was just an example. Just snip it off. Okay, and for you guys I take another hook, just make it go like this. So take another hook into the vise. Yeah, where it is. Yes, there you have it. Okay, just for example, another hook in the vise. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to use this spinner. This is a spinner that you can start off by doing the same and snip off this, go back and repeat what I did. 2 fingers on the thread and make a loop, go over itself and around the loop like this, and take some wax into the loop that makes the fibers stay. You can use another now. Use this. You see there are 2 hooks on this. Place it onto the thread. Put it in material clip, so material on the vise, so it don't ravel itself. I take now some more fibers from these feathers and just make it go together like this. And I take, it's a bit fiddly, but I just make it go together like this, and take a material clip like that. Well, this is the wrong feather. There you have it. Okay. Okay, same procedure as I did. I should have prepared myself a little better, but what I want to show you is coming right up now. Like that. Okay. Take the scissors, just snip off this feather like I did last time. Okay, I put it into the loop. Like that. And tighten on to this dubbing spinner. You see now this is not gonna go into the loop because, and you can now just spin on this. Same method really, but a little more automatic, huh? And the same procedure, I can use my little old toothbrush, spin it again, and now just take the thread forwards again. And to make it easy on myself, I just use the angle on this, go around like this. And if you want a slimmer body, you can make a larger distance between the wrappings, so we get a slimmer body. If you want a fatter body, you can make very short distance between the wraps. Okay. Like this. This was this Stonefo type. It's very nice dubbing spinner to have. But if I can say so, I would have shortened the shaft a little bit, because I think the shaft is a little bit too long, but other, it's very nice. Take a little bit finisher. Like this. Now I've been making some flies. You can fish this. It's very solid. I think it will catch fish. This simple little fly. Okay. Now I'm gonna take another hook, and now we're gonna spin their hair onto the loop. Just find a hook that's suitable. Everything is suitable today. Okay, put it into the vise like that. Repeat the procedure. Take the thread onto the hook, snip it off, and go back make a loop again, go around, so the loop is closed. You take your dubbing spinner, you can use this one today, it's a heavy one, you put it, and I can take some, of course, we'll take some wax onto the thread so it won't slip, very important. And you take your deer here, I have one here, you take some of it into the loop, just snip off some, just take it away. When you're doing deer here, it's very important that you don't take too much into the loop, because it will, if it becomes clumps, you can distribute this into the paper clip. I think that's more easy than distribute it in the loop. I want a thin loop like this. See now, I think the tips are just same length on the other side, but I want a pretty short hackle. You can just snip this off, and you can, if you want to see how long the tips are, you can use 2 paper clips, just take it over the ends, open and see. Okay, put it back again. If you want to shorten this even more, but I think that's okay for this little demonstration, like that. And now I take and put this into the loop. Let's see if what have happened here. This clip have made a little, well, I have to solve some problems with the material clip onto my vise. Now it's okay. I just got the loop free again and attach this into the loop like this and make it go very near to the ends. Let go of the material clip like that. Because of the ski wax into the loop, the hair will stay there, and spin this dubbing spinner and hold on to the thread. You see now it will curl up, and you have to spin it a little because this is a little hard on the dubbing loop this, but if you have strong enough thread, you will get a nice dubbing loop like this. See, now you have a nice hackle of deer hair, and you can use, as I said, your fingers into the loop. You take it backwards and just carry on. You can just imagine what you can do with these loops. I have myself made a hackle with deer hair onto my mayflies. You can make anything, legs or whatever. Here is very versatile material. You don't have to use the feathers or hackles, you can use here. So you can use dubbing spinner for making a lot of things. And just tie it off. You see, now I made a deer hair hackle with this heavy dubbing spinner, and I can place my finger into it just to go around the hook, and you can fish it like this or use your scissor on it to make it go a little smoother, but I want to just make a little whip finish here and tie this off. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to mix some hairs and some flash. Okay, I got this large naiad here. I'm gonna take another hook into the vise, attach it, take the offset of it, attach the thread like this, snip it off, go back, make a loop again, go around the loop with a bobbin. To close it, go forwards, like that. Take some dubbing wax, put this. What happened here? Yes, take this other material clip. Okay, was the spring just fell off my vise? I have to fix it later. Okay, then I'm gonna take some naiad. I'm gonna use the shorter fiber in between, so I don't want the long one. Just snip it off like that, put that aside, drag and get rid of the longest fiber. I want the short one. Okay, and I put this onto my leg and distribute it onto my leg, and I'm gonna put some silvery flash on top of it. Okay, some strands of the silvery flash on top, like that. And I take my paper clip again, place it, just push on it while it's on my leg so the ends will stick up, and I put the paper clip over it, and you got like this. Okay, just like this. And because I want the ends to be square and not very long, I just take another paper clip over this and I make a precision cut like this. So I want them just as long, and just put the paper clip over the ends again. Not very much over the ends, but some of it. Now I'm gonna make a little streamer for you. I put this onto the loop opens. I put this into the loop. So this is gonna be, maybe I'm just gonna cut the materials a little bit more, because I don't want it to be so long. I can shorten these fibers a little more, like that. So then I'm pleased, like that. Okay, take it out of the material clip, take out the stragglers, put this into the loop, open it, I put it into the loop like this, go very close to the material clip like this, and now while it's in, you can just push on this ends little. I don't want. You can also use your scissors and just carefully not cut your thread. And now I'm gonna spin it. Keep it close with my fingers and spin the dubbing spinner. I still have this. See, now it's starting to move. Spin and spin and spin. Can you do like that to make it go into the loop? See, now I don't want fibers to get very much trapped. You see on the front here there is still some materials that has not been trapped by the loop, and I'm gonna drag on this little so we can see the loop is going all the way up, and I'm gonna carefully just try to pick out some fibers of this. See, the flash is getting trapped, so I use some harder methods to get it out. Just use some Velcro brush. Some fibers will loosen, but the most of them will stay put into the loop. See, now it's getting there. This looks like the method when making dubbing brushes. I have a dubbing brush machine that I make these long dubbing brushes, but for small flies you can surely use dubbing loops like this. It's gonna be a thin one, this fly. Okay, so now I take the fibers, pull it backwards just like in hackle. Because this dubbing loop is so small, I want to make large gaps between the wrappings. See, now take the fibers back. Have to make this go all the way to the hook eye. And close off this little fly and snip it off. Now I'm gonna prepare the fly, but I just want to make sure that nothing comes out of this tying, and I'm gonna find my whip finisher, make some whip finish on this like that. Okay, now it stays there. And now I'm gonna make, you can use my lice brush, take out the fibers, make it go like that, or I can use my fine comb just to tear out some fibers, make it go backwards. I want to make this, moisten your fingers, take it backwards. You see, now I already made a little streamer. Can make When this comes into the water, you have a perfectly streamer. You can now put on some ice. I think I'm gonna do that just for this little nice show. I have some ice lying around somewhere. I got this flat ice, and I'm gonna have some loose. Take this Liquid Fusion, just put it on a little dab on this side and the other side. Put the cap back on and take my dubbing needle. I'm gonna find it here and just put it onto the fly like that. This one side. There is the other. Afterwards, this will look very nice. Control your eyes. See. Now I made a nice little fly, just with one dubbing loop. You can, if you want, color this with some instant markers. I'm not gonna do that right now, because this was a little introduction about how to use dubbing loops. And well, there's a lot things to say to make dubbing loops, but I've covered some areas. You can spin CDC, you can spin ordinary dubbing, you can spin deer hair as I showed you, large fibers, short fibers, whatever. You can spin peacock curl, whatever. It strengthened the fly. It's very versatile. It's very popular now. It's very popular with the dubbing brushes, because that you can buy it pre-made, and you can tie a lot of flies with them. You can use the same method and use your own materials and make your own flies. Use dubbing loops. I'm gonna give you a last look on this dubbing spinners I have. This was the one, and I have this big one that I seldom use. It's made of a friend of mine, so I will never get rid of this. But the favorite of these three is this one, because it lies very nice in my hand. It's heavy enough. Okay, that was the little tip I had using this dubbing spinner. I finish it up with show you how to make a little streamer with just one dubbing loop. Make your fantasy work together with you, and experiment with materials, methods, dubbing spinner, and whatever floats your boat. So that's all I had today, and thank you all for watching my videos, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. You will always get the latest videos from me. Okay, bye bye and tight lines.